Here with Nancy Perry from the ASPCA. What an important foundation charity ASPCA is. You do so much for animals.
Thank you.
And today we're really focusing on the horses, right?
Yes, we are, and the horses hold such an important place in our organization. You know, we started back in 1866, and our founder, Henry Berg, was very focused on helping carriage horses in New York City. So this is part of our heart and soul of what we do.
I know that. It was so
Yeah, it's a part of our heritage, and we believe horses need help now more than ever, unfortunately, because we still haven't solved the carriage horse problem in New York City, and we're working on that. We also have a very serious problem with American horses on the range being rounded up and taken off the range.
Mustangs, right?
Huge problems with that. Some of the recent roundups have shown foals being run almost to death out on the range. This is just not something the American people support. We also know that American horses, to the tune of 100,000 a year, are being bought by killer buyers in other countries and brought over the border from our horse auctions into Mexico and Canada and being sent to commercial slaughter for foreign consumers. And this is not what our horses are raised for. We have a special bond with them. As you can see here at the Hampton Classic, we love our horses, and they give everything to us. They give their last inch to us, and I think they certainly deserve a humane end when that time comes. And horse slaughter is anything but that. So,
Talk about some of the important policies for horses right now.
yes, in fact, right now Congress has a bill right before it called S-1776 that Senator Mary Landrieu and Senator Lindsey Graham have sponsored. And this legislation has 25 sponsors in the Senate, but we need it to have 100 sponsors in the Senate. And so anyone who can call their U.S. Senator and ask them to take action on S-1776, which would ban the transport of horses to slaughter, should do so right away. You know, we all have a voice, and we have to have a voice for horses. And for all the animals, they are helpless without us.
People think, well, you know, my voice won't make a difference, but it really will. Everyone needs to speak up because you can't do it alone.
When I'm a lobbyist, and when I show up in Congress and talk to the members, they will listen for the facts, but they don't give me the same credibility that someone who just is their average citizen and constituent has. And when someone like that makes a phone call or shows up, comes down to Washington, D.C. to lobby with me, and I invite everyone to do that, anyone who comes and does that or makes that phone call is having a much greater impact. And so we can organize things and give people information, but we actually need American citizens and our supporters to be very active and strong on these issues. We can't lose faith. You know, I know people get disheartened and feel that nothing ever passes and nothing happens, but the reality is our system is set up to filter ideas and to make sure that not all laws pass. So we need to be more aggressive and more energetic than those who support horse slaughter, and we need to win the day for the horses.
Tell me about this beautiful book you're holding here.
This is a lovely book that was constructed to help people understand the plight of the American Mustang. Right now, we have less than 30,000 wild Mustangs still out on the range. And in fact, we have more Mustangs that we've taken off the range and put in captive holding pens than we have wild on the range.
It's so sad.
Animals, they're part of our Western heritage, and there's no need to compete. I mean, we have plenty of range for them. It's really turned into a competition with the cattle ranchers who don't want any wild horses out there, and I think that's really unfortunate. The American people believe that the horses deserve to play a role in our Western land.
So some of our viewers who are watching, they can go online to the ASPCA?
Yes, if you go to the ASPCA.org and sign up for our advocacy brigade, you will start to get messages from us about every time there's a really important pending decision in Congress or at the state level. And there are decisions being made at the state and federal level all the time, and we horse lovers really need to be playing a part in those decisions, or else the horses are going to lose.
It shouldn't go on another day. It really should be so.
In fact, Congress comes back on Tuesday, and I would love for them to be flooded with phone calls. Luckily, the senators from New York, Senator Gillibrand and Schumer, are both co-sponsors of the horse legislation, but call them and thank them. Let them know it matters to their constituents, and let's make sure that all the other senators hear from their constituents.
Nancy, it's so nice talking to you. It's such an important cause, and we're just so happy to find out what we can do, and hopefully some of our viewers will just get up and help a little bit.
Well,
just one step.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nancy. Enjoy the Grand Prix at the Hampton Classic Horse Show here.